right. So for my computer guys, we're trying a little bit of a different setup today for two reasons. One is because we're trying it. And the other reason is because I am a little injured. So I'm really going to try not to demo very much of the class. So this gives you a view of some of the other students, actually two of my students that I've had forever that know all my cueing. So it works out. They're in perfect spots for you guys to see them. So thank you to Sue. You didn't know you were signing up for that, but you are. Thank you to Erica for consciously signing up for that. Hello, how are you? Good to see you. And we're gonna find our way into a child's pose. So when you're ready, make your way into whatever child's pose is of service to you. It could be with wide legs. You could bring your knees close together. You can bring your arms down by your side, or you can bring them forward. Good. Okay, so if anybody has any issues, computer guys, just send me a chat in the room. I get the luxury of being able to talk to you. I think we're waiting for one more. She might have walked in actually. Nope, okay. Oh, somebody else might pop in. Come into your child's pose. Let your hips draw down to your heels, whichever version you're in. And just begin to breathe in and out through the nose. Notice that hissing sound in the throat. So this weekend I went for a jog with my husband, and we were running on the aqueduct through Irvington, and I got a text on my phone while I was running, and I stopped to look at the text, and I tripped over the root, and the fall was very minor. It was like, it didn't even scratch my hand as I caught my fall, but something happened, and my right leg, I got up and I said, uh-oh, this isn't good. Like, you know. So the good news is it's nothing permanent and I will get better, but the bad news is I need to cultivate patience. So that actually turned into good news because that is what I'm going to share with you today. And when I got home from the run, I frantically went to my stack of where I keep all kinds of stuff that I want to use at some later date. And I found this poem by Rumi. So when you're in your child's pose, let's bring the arms forward and walk them over to the right now. And as you do that, press into the left hand more than the right. So what Rumi says is, patience is not sitting and waiting. It is foreseeing. It is looking at the thorn and seeing the rose, looking at the night and seeing the day. Lovers are patient and know that the moon needs time to become full. So that's what we're going to cultivate on our mats today. And that's what we do in our practice. Walk your arms forward and over to the other side. We know that it takes a long time of consistent practice in order to see the rose bloom. And we're okay with that because we're not in a rush. And the journey along the way gives us wisdom. So what I'm looking for in my own body right now is wisdom. And I'm finding it in the form of, wow, okay, this is what it feels like to be really restricted in forward bending. And there are people that have that. And this is going to make me a better, more compassionate teacher, as long as I'm patient with my own body. So walk your arms back to center and let's come up onto the hands and knees. And we're just going to do some cat-cow, whatever version of cat-cow serves you. So inhale, And exhale, feel free to move side to side. Good. Arching, rounding, circles, whatever serves you here. As you explore what might need some extra compassion, some extra patience. And we start here in this tangible physical space because it's easier. But then we can start to bring this idea of patience off the mat. Maybe I just need to be patient with where we are in the world right now, which is extremely difficult. Right? I definitely know for myself, there are times where I just want to press fast forward. Can we just fast forward 6 months, right? But maybe there are roses to be seen here. There are days versus nights to enjoy. How do we be patient and find that? So come to neutral. We're going to reach the right arm forward, left leg back. Get nice and long here, flex the foot. And then as you exhale, bend the knee, round it all in. Inhale, we're going to get long. Exhale, we're going to curl and round. Good. Inhale again, lengthen. Exhale, let's round. Good. Last one. Inhale, nice and long. And exhale, curl and round. And as you straighten the legs, straighten the arms, set the right hand down, float your right foot behind you, plant your left leg. Maybe float that left arm up and reach the arm over the ear. So you're drawing the arm over the ear. And then from here, if you're looking for more today, you can lift that top leg up, flex the foot. Hi, Emily. Wherever you want to go, wherever you're comfortable. Good. And then set the hands on the knee back down. Good. Okay, second side. So the left arm is going to reach forward. Right leg is going to reach back. Good. As you exhale, bend the knee, bend the elbow, round it all in. Tuck the head to arc if you can. Beautiful. Inhale, nice and long. Exhale, we're going to curl and round. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, we'll round again. Good. One more. Inhale, just warming up the abdominals, patient. Exhale, curl and round. And then we'll reach the arm forward, the leg back. We'll set the left hand down, set the right foot down, and then sweep your left foot behind you a little bit like a kickstand. Good. Arm reaches up, maybe over the ear, just to lengthen through the side body. And then if you want to lift that leg, go ahead, but no worries, right? Be patient with yourself today. We're not rushing. We have nowhere to be for the next now 52 minutes. You're just here. You're in this space. Hand and knee come back to the mat. Arch the spine with your inhale. And then this time as you exhale, let's round and come into downward dog. So pressing back into the feet. So imagine you're entering into downward dog for the first time ever. And you're being patient with your body. That's how I feel right now. I haven't been in a downward dog today. Like, where am I in this pose? And I have to be patient and settle into where I am. I can't push through pain and injury trying to get to the other side because that's not going to move me forward. That's just going to move me back. As you inhale, slide forward to your plank, right? Sometimes in that rush to move ahead, to get somewhere, to go quickly, we end up setting ourselves back. Slide back to downward dog. Next time you inhale, roll forward to your plank. And then as you exhale, we'll lower all the way to the mat. So feel free to use your knees if you want as you lower down. Inhale, we're gonna find that little baby cobra. So hands up for balance, lift the chest, look forward. Exhale, we're gonna lower all the way down. Inhale, we'll find that high cobra. Exhale, lower all the way down. And inhale, press up onto your hands and knees. And then round back to downward dog. So patience, right? This slow and steady, this acceptance along the way. First, we start here in the body, then we bring it with us, right? I'm sure you've had this experience too. This happened to me, I don't know, a year ago. Feels like 5 years ago, but it's like I'm rushing. I have to get 10 things at the store. I'm going to go really fast. I rush through the store. I get through in 15 minutes. I'm so excited. I get to the checkout line. I don't have my wallet, right? So there we go. But not only the rushing didn't get me where I wanted to be, it actually set me back. Start to walk the feet towards the hands. Patience, mindfulness. That's the opportunity we have. Let's roll it up nice and slow. Keep more weight in the heels and the toes as you come up. Good. And then with your inhale, bring the arms around and up. As you exhale, forward fold, hinge and fold. Inhale, we're gonna find our flat back here, so lengthen. And then exhale, flow your way through to plank and chaturanga, or skip it. Be patient in your body today. Do what you need to do. Good. On your next inhale, come high on your toes. As you exhale, bend your knees, hop, step, or float the feet to the hands. Inhale, we're gonna find our flat back here. Exhale, we're gonna forward fold. Inhale, bring the arms all the way around and up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Again, Namaskar A, arms around and up, inhale. Exhale, we're gonna hinge and fold. Use your breath. Inhale, flat back, we'll lengthen here. Exhale, we'll move our way through plank chaturanga. Inhale, high cobra, lift the chest, beautiful. Exhale brings you back downward dog, lengthen. Spread through the fingers as you press into each fingertip, and then let the heels draw down towards the mat. Soften in here, be patient. We're not sitting and waiting, right? We're foreseeing. We're not passive even as we stay still. Inhale high on the toes. Exhale, bend your knees, hop, step, or float, feet to the hands. Inhale, we're gonna find our flat back. Exhale, we're gonna forward fold. Inhale, we're gonna sit into Utkatasana. So find your chair. Feet are parallel to you. So just, letting the hips draw back, maybe the arms draw up, maybe the shoulders soften, beautiful. As you exhale, let's forward fold again. Inhale, hands to the shins or fingertips to the floor. Bend your knees and you're gonna step the left foot back behind you. Drop your left knee all the way to the mat and lift the arms for Anjaneyasana. Float the arms up, let the shoulders relax, beautiful. Pressing into that right foot. Good. As you exhale, step both hands down, one on either side of the front foot, and you're going to straighten the front leg. Brought my blocks today. I can remind myself to be careful. Good. Half Hanuman. And then we're going to bend back into the right knee. set the hands down and lift into a three-legged dog. So lift the left knee and float the right leg up into three-legged dog. There we go, good. Flexing that lifted foot, beautiful. As you exhale, right knee is gonna draw back towards your nose. So come forward through a plank and step the foot in between the hands. As you inhale, you're gonna press into the fingertips and lift the chest. So think about cat-cow. We're being patient here. Hands are staying down. And then as you exhale, we're gonna round, plant the hands. Think about cat-cow in the spine. So it's the same action, but we're keeping the hips nice and steady. So hold your hips steady. I'm like, good. Exhale, round, curl. So subtle movement in the back. Be patient with your spine. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, we're gonna curl and round, draw the belly in. Two more, inhale, perfect, everybody's perfect. And exhale, round. Good, last one, inhale. So hold your hips as steady as you can, Renee, exhale. Good. Okay, come back, lift the chest, step the back foot up to meet the front. We're gonna forward fold. Good. Inhale, let's sit into your chair once again. Utkatasana. As you exhale, we're gonna forward fold. Inhale, we're gonna find our flat back here. This time, bend the knees, step the right foot back, drop the knee, come into Anjaneyasana, float the arms all the way up. Soften the shoulders, lift the chest, gaze forward. Good. As you exhale, come into your half Hanuman. Hands come to the floor to block, right? Breathe through that left hamstring. Just soften in. You are not sitting and waiting. You are foreseeing where your body needs to go today. Patience is not passive. Bend into the left knee, curl the back toes under, lift the right knee, float the left leg up, three-legged dog. Right. Flex the foot, let the lifted inner thigh roll towards your standing one. Beautiful. With your exhale, draw that left knee back towards your nose. We're gonna round forward, step the foot in between the hands. And then come into those little cat-cows. So inhale, press into the fingertips, lift the chest. Exhale, we're gonna curl and round, hips stay nice and steady. Inhale, so it's just an arch in the upper back. Exhale, we're gonna curl and round. Two more, inhale. Good, exhale, round. Good, inhale, last one. Exhale, as you round, step that back foot up to meet the front, forward fold. Good. Inhale, we're gonna sit into our chair, Utkatasana, lift the chest here. Exhale, forward fold again. Good. Inhale, flat back. Bend your knees, step the left foot back, Anjane, just a breath. So step it all the way back and drop the knee. Inhale, arms reach all the way up to the sky. Exhale, we're gonna set the hands one on either side, half Hanuman, just a breath here, lift the toes if you want. And inhale, come back into that front foot, lift the back toes, or sorry, curl the toes, lift the knees, float it into three-legged dog. And we're gonna slide the plank now. So three-legged plank. If you wanna set those toes down, you feel free to do that. We're gonna move through a vinyasa, however you want. So you decide. Inhale, chest lift. Exhale, yep. That same right leg is gonna lift once again. Inhale. As you exhale, knee's gonna draw to the nose, shift forward, step the foot in between your hands, but just keep the left hand down this time. Float the right arm up to the sky. Here we go. Slowly unwrapping the body, getting deeper and deeper into the layers. So you decide from here. If you want to come into a side plank, it's an option. You come to the pinky toe edge of the left foot, stack the legs, or any version of side plank that you want, right? You can always drop that bottom knee down to the floor like we did the first time. Good, looking up to the sky if you can, beautiful. Whatever version of side plank you want. As you exhale, come to your plank. We're gonna lower through a vinyasa if you want. Skip it if you don't. Meet us in downward dog. It's not passive, right? This slow, mindful practice. It is extremely active. We are not just being led, we are foreseeing. Inhale, high on the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, hop step or float your feet to the hands. Inhale, we're gonna find our flat back here. Exhale, we're gonna forward fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, sit into your chair. Softening the shoulders. It's our moving meditation today. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back here. Bend the knees. We're going to step the right foot back and drop the knee to the mat. Anjaneyasana. So just a breath here. Inhale. As you exhale, hands down, one on either side of the front foot, half Hanuman. Shift it back. And inhale, press into the front foot, bend the knee. We're coming into our three-legged dog. So float the leg all the way up. And then we slide into our three-legged plank. So maybe you set the foot down last time and that's what you want to do again, or you're going to try this three-legged vinyasa. Good. Beautiful. Nice, too. Come on back. Left leg is going to lift. Knee is going to draw to the nose, shift forward, step the foot in between your hands. Right hand stays planted, left arm floats up to the sky. Here we are, twist. Right, reach through the fingers. Be patient with yourself today. Take a rest, back off if you need, right? When we push forward, when we plow through, sometimes that just sets us back. When we're rushing, then we forget something. So if you want to, when you're ready, it's a side plank. Whatever version you want. So the back ankle, right, outside of the foot comes to the floor and the top leg stacks. If you want to, you can drop your right knee down like you did at the beginning. Perfect, beautiful. Arm over the ear if you want. Nice, Emily. Good job. If you're lifting the top leg, press into the big toe side of the bottom foot. You can get even more power. And we're going to meet in a downward dog. So you decide if you want a vinyasa here or not. We'll meet in downward dog for 5 breaths. So take a rest if you want. Child's pose is there. Be patient. So the other thing I had written out in my patient folder was this little haiku, which I thought was really cool. I'll share with you in a moment. As you inhale, come high on the toes. As you exhale, bend your knees. We're gonna hop, step, or float the feet to the hands. Inhale, find your flat back. Exhale, let's take a forward fold here. So maybe feet hip distance. If you feel like hooking your big toes, go for it. But any kind of forward bend you want. Good. So the haiku is patience, a lesson in humility, allowing us time for growth. Settle into your humility. Let it be a time for growth. Be patient on the mat and off. There is growth to happen here. As you inhale, we're going to step back into Utkatasana. So find your Utkatasana. Good. As you exhale, we're going to forward fold. As you inhale, find your flat back again. Bend the knees, you're gonna step the left foot back, but the knee is gonna stay lifted, okay? Good. As you inhale, press into the fingertips, lift the chest, so we're kind of coming into this arch of the spine, and then the arms are gonna float by the ears. You're gonna be in this diagonal line. Belly is drawing in to support the spine, reaching here. And then come all the way up into your high crescent lunge. Bend into that front knee, press through a straight back leg. And we'll find our way into warrior two. So ground into the back heel, reach the right arm forward, left arm back. So while we're here, be patient and be mindful. So press into the outer edge of your back foot and lift through your inner arch. Good. Palms are going to turn up to the sky and we're going to reverse the warrior. So float the arm up. Beautiful. Softening into that front knee a little more if you can. And then let's bring the right forearm to the right side and let the left arm reach up. Start with it up. So just take your time, be patient. And then press into the outer edge of the back foot one more time to cultivate that long line as you float the left arm over the ear. You don't always need to go to the extreme. You settle into where we are. From here, we're floating into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. So right hand's gonna come to the floor or a block, left leg's gonna lift. As you make your way into your half moon. Not for me today. Every day is a little better, but patient. Gotta be patient. Good. Reaching that top arm up to the sky. And then that top hand's gonna come down. So we're gonna find our way into a standing split. Let the head shake out. Where we're gonna meet is in a triangle forward bend or Parsvottanasana. So the lifted foot steps behind about 3 feet, but maybe a little wider out towards the left part of your mat, edge of your mat, so you can fold over the leg. Bend into the knee if you need to. So if you can, you're gonna take your back foot, step it up and out to the other direction. So I wanna see your heel grounding as well. Yeah, perfect. Just so we can invest all our energy into that front leg. Okay, back foot's gonna step up to meet the front. So let's forward fold again. Whatever version of forward fold you want. Sometimes it's nice to clasp your alternate elbows and just sway from side to side. That feels good. And then release the arms, heel to the feet back. We're coming into Utkatasana. Sit into your chair. As you exhale, we're gonna forward fold. Inhale, we're gonna find our flat back here. Bend your knees, we're gonna step the right foot all the way back. So the knee stays lifted, but we're in that lunge. Yep. Inhale, we're gonna press into the fingertips and lift the chest into that little arch of the spine. And then the arms are gonna float by the ears. So we're gonna be long. Shoulders are light, but belly is drawing in. So we can work in the latissimus, the sides of the back. We can strengthen there. And then we'll come all the way up into a high crescent warrior. So we are being patient here. We're taking our time. We're going very slowly as we build. It is not passive though. We are not sitting and waiting. We are foreseeing. Open to warrior two. So windmill it open. Look to press into the outer edge of your back foot, Erica, if you can. Good. Turn your palms up to the sky. We'll reverse the warrior, but soften into the front knee. Good. You don't want to lose that front knee engagement as we come back. And then work your way back through warrior two, left forearm to the left thigh, right arm's gonna reach up. Just take a moment, be patient, right? Press through the outer edge of the back foot, draw the belly in, and then softly float the arm over the ear. Looking up to the sky, good. Breathe here. We're gonna move into half moon now. So left hand's gonna find its way to the floor, to a block. Right leg is gonna lift. Take it slow, be patient. Connect to your humility. It's okay, there's growth to happen here, even in the falling, even in the wiggling and the not being able to do it. There have been several times in my teaching life where I have not been able to do what I was teaching, and it was valuable every single time as a learning experience. Makes me a better teacher. Top hand comes down, standing split, because I can empathize with my students and understand where they're coming from, the injuries they may have. So that is where my humility turns into growth. That's where I'm going here. We're gonna step the back foot about 3 feet behind you, ground into your back heel if you'd like. If you can, that would be good. And then fold over your front leg, good. You could even widen your stance a little if you'd like, and take your back foot and bring it out towards the stiff edge of your mat. Yeah, getting into it. And then you want to fold over the front foot, so think about that. Yeah, you can always bend the knee if you need. And we're gonna step that back foot to meet the front, forward fold, one more time, head hangs. If you wanna bring your arms behind your thighs or behind your knees, whatever version of forward fold is gonna provide value for you right now, go for it. Okay, we're gonna release that out and find our way back into chair again. So Utkatasana, sit into your chair. As you exhale, hands are gonna come to the heart, left elbow is gonna tuck outside right knee. So we're gonna find our way into twisted Utkatasana. Good, sitting as deeply as you can. Don't worry if your knees don't line up. That's totally fine. It doesn't need to happen that way. The left elbow's outside right knee. And we're gonna float the left leg back into a lunge. So if you wanna take your time or you wanna go quickly, it's okay. Just let the foot come back, good. So we're in our twisted Parsva-Uttanasana. If you're looking for less here, you can always drop that back knee. If you're looking for more, you can always separate the hands. Where do you need to be today? Be patient with yourself. Connect to that humility. You are not being passive. Okay, as you inhale, we're coming up into high lunge. So lift the chest, lift the arms. Here we are. High crescent warrior. And then we're going to step the left knee up into the chest. Okay, maybe I can do this. Yeah, left knee into the chest. So from here, we're setting up our tree pose. Left foot's gonna come inside right thigh. Hands are gonna come to the heart. So to me, trees represent this patience. They're stoic. They weather all the storms. They change and evolve with the seasons, but they seem peaceful, right? You want the arms to reach up, go for it. Good. Hands are gonna come back. Knees are gonna come forward behind. We're gonna grab the foot. Good. Right arm's gonna reach up. So bring your hand to the inside of the foot. We're coming into dancers. Earlier in the week, for a couple of you guys, we did it the other way, but today we're doing it with dancers. So kick the left leg behind you, lift the chest, And then once again, decide if you want to come back into half moon with or without your bind. So if you want to stay bound as you come down, go ahead. And if not, float your way, release the foot and come back into Ardha Chandrasana. Good, and finally. Okay, no judgment, all practice. We're just practicing patience. What better way to practice patience than a whole bunch of balances, right? You can't think of anything you need more patience for than balancing poses on your yoga mat, or I can't anyway. 2 more breaths here. Okay, so top hand's gonna come down. We're in our standing split. You're gonna bend your left knee and bring it out to the left. You're going to try to bring the left hand to the left knee as you transition your way right back up to your tree. Okay. Hands come to the heart. Good job, guys. And then step the feet together, Tadasana, mountain pose, arms come down by your side. Close your eyes for a moment. Remind yourself to be patient. Right? No judgment, no expectation. This is our opportunity for humility. We're safe here on the mat. This is just our time. Sometimes what we say to ourselves is so full of judgment, disappointment. Let that go. Sit into your Waguespack chair. Inhale. As you exhale, hands are going to come to the heart. So right elbow tucks outside left knee now. So we're coming into our Waguespack twist. Good. Letting the hips lower. Top elbow points up, Tony, if you can. And then we're going to step the right leg slowly back into our twisted Parsvakonasana. Take your time. Beautiful, Kim. Nice job. As we look up to the sky, top elbow points up. Feel free to drop that back knee. This is your practice. It's much bigger than what we do here on the mat. As you inhale, lift the chest, lift the arms, come up into your high crescent. Warrior. Yeah, nice and slow. And then we're going to lift that right knee up into the chest. And then we're going to bring the right foot into the left thigh or below the knee, hands to the heart. Settling into our tree, our representation and nature of patience. Stoic and strong, embracing whatever comes its way. Arms reach up. It doesn't rush, it takes its sweet time each year, growing its leaves, blooming, letting the leaves fall, going into dormancy. Then it comes back again. Hands come back to the heart, knee comes forward, we'll float it behind us, we'll come into our dancer's pose. So kicking that right foot back into the hand, keeping the chest lifted. This is such a challenging pose, dancers. You're strengthening the leg, you're back bending, you're engaging your abdominals, and you're balancing all at the same time. Be patient. You want to transition into a dancer's half moon, go ahead. If you want to let go of the foot first, all good. So make your way into half moon one more time, whatever version serves you. We learn so much from our humility, right? Maybe we're just having a wiggly day on the mat. Top hand's going to come down. We're finding that standing split. We're letting the head hang. And this time we're going to bend the right knee and bring the right knee out to the right. And if you can, that right hand is going to come to the right knee as you transition your way back up to tree pose. And that foot, it can settle right at the ankle if you want. It doesn't have to come all the way back up to the thigh. Press into the big toe side of that standing foot, Bruce. Yeah. And then come into your Tadasana, your mountain pose, hands to the heart, close your eyes, settle back in to your patience, to your humility, to what you are foreseeing. As you inhale, sit into your chair, Waguespack. As you exhale, we're gonna forward fold. And now we're gonna find a flat back. Step the left foot all the way back, drop the knee, Anjaneyasana, inhale. As you exhale, one hand on either side of the front foot, half Hanuman, straightening the front leg, lifting those toes. Good. The option here for those who might want it, you're gonna curl the back toes under, lift the back knee. So while you're keeping the right toes lifted, the left heel is gonna lift. Let's see which leg I could maybe demo this on. Yeah. So left foot lit, left toes are lifted, and right heel is lifted. So whether you're here or you're here, we're gonna add a twist either way. So right hand stays down, left arm reaches up to the sky. From here, top hand's gonna find its way down. We're once again gonna float into a three-legged dog. So come back into your three-legged dog. Good. If you want a vinyasa, go for it. If you want to stay here in three-legged dog, go for it. You decide. Use your breath. Be patient. Good. That right leg is going to lift again. So find it. As you exhale, bend the knee, drop to the nose, step the foot in between the hands. Right hand stays down, left arm reaches up to the sky. Does that make sense? Nope. Inside, left hand down, right arm up. Sorry, guys. Okay. We're gonna come back into a side plank, but we have all these choices. So think patiently about it. You can keep the knee down, the back knee down and float. The leg, like we did at the beginning, you can stack into your side plank the way you normally would. You can come into tree like Erica is, or you could do a dancer's version like I think she was maybe gonna do. The top knee bends, grab the foot, and kick it out. Okay, so whatever version of side plank you want. And we're gonna meet in downward dog. So if you feel like vinyasa, go for it. If not, no worries. Inhale and exhale. When you're ready, come high on the toes with your inhale, exhale, bend your knees, hop, step, or float the feet to the hands. Inhale, we're gonna find our flat back here. Exhale, we're gonna forward fold, head hang. Inhale, inhale, we're gonna find our chair. So sit back into your Waguespack. I think this is the last Waguespack today. Just make sure your feet are parallel. They don't have to touch, just parallel with each other. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back here. Bend the knees. We'll step the right foot back, Anjaneyasana. So right leg comes back, drop the knee, lift the chest, lift the arms. As you exhale, one hand on either side of the front foot, shift your weight into the back knee, straighten the front leg, lift the toes. Now you decide from here if you want to curl the back toes under and lift the back knee, which would mean that the back heel stays up and the front toes stay up. So you can either do this with the back knee down or up. And then either way, we're gonna add a little twist here. So right hand stays down, left arm reaches up to the sky. Let's get that IT band to stretch a little bit. Good. We're gonna take that top arm, bring it down. We're gonna float into three-legged dog. So left leg floats behind you and up. And then we're gonna slide. You decide, it's three-legged dog, or you're gonna move to a vinyasa if you want. You can do a three-legged or four-legged, or you're right in your downward dog. That's what happens when you have really nice long legs. You might kick the wall behind you. Okay, so left leg's gonna lift, inhale. Exhale, knee draws to the nose, shift forward, step the foot in between the hands. Right hand stays down, left arm reaches up to the sky, twist. Okay, your choice here, whatever version of side plank you want. So right knee can drop, left leg can float over. You could stack in traditional. You could work into your tree with your left foot into your right thigh. You could come onto your forearm. You can do whatever you want, or dancers is the other option. So bending the left knee, grabbing the foot in your side plank. Good, nice. Good, and we will meet once again in a downward dog. Yep. Beautiful. Let's roll forward into your plank and lower all the way onto your belly. Throughout this practice, when we get on the mat, we patiently uncover the layers. So let's go a little bit deeper into the spine right now. Chin's gonna tuck all the way into the chest. We're gonna lift the legs, big toes come towards each other, but then soften your buttocks so that your glutes don't take over for your multifidi of your lower spine. Then lift the chest, then let the chin come away last, because your cervical spine can be a little greedy and take away from your thoracic spine. So that's why we do it that way. Good. Maybe the hands want to lift. Maybe the big toes want to come towards each other a little more. Yep. And we're going to lower that all the way down right here to the mat. We go out the hip. So soften here. And we'll do one more. So reach your arms forward. Let your chin come back into your chest. And as you inhale, lift your legs, lift your chest, lift your arms, then your chin. Everything lifts. Good. And then bring your arms out like airplane wings. Lift the heart. And then interlace your hands behind your back. Roll your shoulder blades together. Big toes come towards each other. One more inhale. And exhale, lower opposite ear to the mat. Let's just wiggle everything out. You can windshield wiper your legs from side to side. Whatever you want. Breathe here. And then we're gonna bring our knees wide to the edges of the mat, big toes touch, hips back to the heels. Come into a nice wide-legged child's pose. Slowly transition your way into it. And breathe here. Good. And let's make our way from here into downward dog. Curl the toes under, lift the knees. And we're going to reach the right leg up and let's bend the right knee and let the right hip open. Good. And then draw your hips back to center. Let your right knee come towards your right wrist. Ankle comes towards your left wrist. We're coming to pigeon pose. Flattening the back foot, folding over the front leg. Here we are. Soften into your humility here. Patience, a lesson in humility, allowing us time for growth. Right. Patience is not sitting and waiting. It is foreseeing. It is looking at the thorn and seeing the rose. Looking at the night and seeing the day. Lovers are patient and know that the moon needs time to become full. Just as we have cultivated patience in the body, perhaps we can bring some of that with us off of the mat. Let's make our way back to downward dog. Once again, shake out your right leg. And we will lift the left leg. Bend your left knee, stack your left hip. And then bring the hips back together. Draw your left knee towards your left wrist, ankle towards your right wrist, and fold into your pigeon pose. Letting the head go, letting the chest soften. Bring yourself to that place of foreseeing. We are not just sitting and waiting here in our pigeon pose. And let's make our way back to downward dog. Shake out the left leg. And we're going to roll forward to our plank, lower all the way onto your belly, and then flip right onto your back. So lower and then flip right onto your back. And let's bend the knees here, plant the feet, and offer yourself one final back bend today. If you'd like it to be bridge pose, lift the hips and walk your arms underneath you. If you feel like Urdhva Dhanurasana, go for it. Or if there's any other pose you'd like to do that helps you finish out your practice, go for it. Thanks, Tony. Good job, Kim. Good job, Renee. Make sure your thighs are parallel, Renee. Good. Beautiful, Maureen. And we're going to slowly lower all the way down. And draw your knees into your chest and give yourself a very well-deserved hug. Some circles to the left and to the right. Then we're gonna slowly lower the legs all the way down to the floor, coming into your rest. This is where the real work begins. Be patient with yourself. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. And inhale your arms up and over your head. You stretch from your fingers to your toes. And then draw your knees into your chest. And slowly make your way onto your right side. And then find your way up to a comfortable seated position. And bring your hands to your heart. Good. And close your eyes and thank yourself for the patience that you cultivated on the mat today. And I thank you, each and every one of you who are both here and on the computer, for being here with me today. Namaste, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Bye.